The Uvula, a tiny dangling mystery, written by Steven Pinker. Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered about that small teardrop-shaped thing dangling at the back of your throat? That's your uvula. It seems so insignificant, yet its presence sparks endless curiosity. What role does it play in our daily lives and functions? Is it merely a leftover from our evolutionary past? Or does it hold a deeper connection to our brain and our ability to think and reason? We often take for granted the complex processes that allow us to speak, think, and experience the world around us. But what if I told you that this tiny structure might be involved in something as profound as our inner voice and thoughts? Join me as we delve into the fascinating world of the uvula and explore its potential link to the brain and the mystery of our inner dialogue and thoughts. Unmasking the inner voice. Where do our thoughts speak from? The human mind is a bustling marketplace of thoughts, ideas, and inner chatter. It's a dynamic and ever-changing landscape where countless thoughts compete for our attention. Each thought, whether fleeting or persistent, contributes to the rich tapestry of our mental life. We talk to ourselves constantly, even when we don't realize it. This self-talk can be a powerful tool for problem-solving, self-reflection, and emotional regulation. It's like having an internal dialogue that helps us navigate the complexities of life. This internal monologue, our inner voice, is central to our conscious experience. It shapes our perceptions, influences our decisions, and reflects our innermost thoughts and feelings. It's a fundamental aspect of what makes us human. But have you ever stopped to wonder where this voice originates? Is it merely a byproduct of our brain's complex functions, or is there something more to it? Understanding the origins of our inner voice can provide insights into the nature of consciousness itself. Is it simply a product of our imagination? Or is there a physical basis for this internal dialogue? The brain is a highly intricate organ, and its various regions work together to produce the phenomenon we experience as our inner voice. Some believe that the uvula, that curious little structure hanging in the back of our throat, might hold the key to understanding this phenomenon. The uvula has long been a subject of curiosity and speculation among scientists and researchers. While this theory might seem far-fetched, the potential connection between the uvula and the brain is a fascinating avenue for exploration. The uvula's role in speech and its neural connections to the brain suggest that it could play a part in the generation of our inner voice. In the next section, we will take a closer look at the uvula's anatomy and function to understand its possible role in this intricate process. By examining the uvula's structure and its interactions with the brain, we may uncover new insights into the origins of our inner voice. Meditation and mindfulness practices often emphasize the importance of observing our inner voice without judgment. These practices can help us become more aware of our thoughts and the underlying processes that generate them. Reading and writing are activities that engage our inner voice in unique ways. When we read, we often hear the words in our mind, and when we write, we translate our thoughts into language. These activities highlight the intricate relationship between our inner voice and our cognitive functions. Conversations with others also involve our inner voice. As we listen and respond, our inner voice helps us process information, formulate responses, and engage in meaningful dialogue. It's a crucial component of our social interactions. Daydreaming and imagination are other aspects of our mental life where the inner voice plays a significant role. When we daydream, our inner voice creates scenarios, dialogues, and narratives that enrich our imaginative experiences. Practicing speeches or rehearsing conversations in our mind is another way we use our inner voice. This mental rehearsal helps us prepare for real-life situations, boosting our confidence and performance. Reflection and introspection are essential for personal growth and self-understanding. Our inner voice guides us through this process, helping us make sense of our experiences and learn from them. Ultimately, our inner voice is a powerful and multifaceted aspect of our mental life. It shapes our thoughts, influences our actions, and reflects our deepest selves. By exploring its origins and functions, we can gain a deeper understanding of what it means to be human. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the mind, the inner voice remains a captivating subject of study. Its origins, functions, and impact on our lives offer endless possibilities for discovery and insight. So, where do our thoughts speak from? The answer may lie in the intricate interplay between our brain, our body, and our consciousness. It's a question that invites us to delve deeper into the wonders of the human mind. Join us in the next section as we continue our journey into the fascinating world of the inner voice. Together we'll uncover more about this remarkable aspect of our mental life and its profound impact on who we are. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the mysteries of the mind and the secrets of our inner voice. The journey is just beginning, and there's so much more to discover. Thank you for joining us on this exploration. Until next time, keep listening to your inner voice and let it guide you on your path to self-discovery. The uvula's anatomical role. more than just a ticklish protrusion. The uvula, often perceived as a source of amusement when we say at the doctor's office, serves a much greater purpose than just triggering our gag reflex. It plays a crucial role in speech and swallowing, acting as a gatekeeper of sorts in our throat. Composed of muscle and connective tissue, the uvula works in conjunction with the soft palate, located at the back of the roof of the mouth. Together, they help prevent food and liquids from entering the nasal cavity during swallowing. Imagine trying to enjoy a refreshing drink only to have it come out your nose, not a pleasant experience. The uvula also plays a vital role in speech production. By moving upward and backward during speech, it helps to close off the nasal cavity, allowing air to flow freely through the oral cavity and produce clear, resonant sounds. But could this small, fleshy structure be involved in something even more profound, like the production of our inner voice? Let's investigate further. The uvula has intrigued scientists and medical professionals for centuries. Ancient texts and historical illustrations often depicted this small structure, hinting at its importance. Beyond its roles in speech and swallowing, the uvula is also involved in our ability to laugh. When we laugh, the uvula vibrates, contributing to the sound and resonance of our laughter. Singers too rely on their uvula. It helps in producing certain sounds and maintaining the quality of their voice, and the uvula's movement can affect the pitch and tone, making it an essential part of vocal performance. Interestingly, the uvula also plays a part in our immune response. It produces a small amount of saliva that contains antibodies, helping to fight off infections and keep our throat moist. When we have a sore throat, the uvula can become swollen and inflamed, indicating that it's actively working to combat the infection. The uvula is also linked to sleep apnea and snoring. In some cases, an enlarged uvula can obstruct the airway during sleep, leading to breathing difficulties and disrupted sleep patterns. For individuals suffering from severe sleep apnea, a surgical procedure called uvulopalato-pharyngoplasty, UPPP, may be recommended. This involves removing the uvula to open up the airway and improve breathing during sleep. Recovery from such surgery can take a few weeks, and patients may experience changes in their voice and swallowing initially. However, the benefits often outweigh the temporary discomfort. In some mindfulness and meditation practices, the uvula is believed to play a role in achieving a state of deep relaxation. By focusing on the sensations in the throat and mouth, practitioners can enhance their awareness and mindfulness. Yoga practitioners also pay attention to the uvula during breath control exercises. Proper positioning and relaxation of the uvula can aid in achieving optimal breath flow and enhancing the overall practice. The uvula's role in speech varies across different languages. In some languages, uvula sounds are essential for proper pronunciation. This highlights the uvula's versatility and importance in human communication. Interestingly, not all uvulas are the same. Some people have a bifid uvula, which means it's split into two parts. While this is usually harmless, it can sometimes be associated with certain genetic conditions. Genetic variations in the uvula can provide insights into our evolutionary history and how our anatomy has adapted over time. The uvula's involvement in our inner voice and self-awareness is a fascinating area of study. Some researchers believe that the uvula's movements and sensations contribute to our sense of self and internal dialogue. When we think or reflect, the uvula may play a subtle role in shaping our thoughts and internal monologue. This connection between the physical and mental aspects of the uvula adds another layer to its significance. Public speakers and performers often rely on their uvula to project their voice and maintain clarity. The uvula's ability to control airflow and resonance is crucial for effective communication. A strong, well-functioning uvula can enhance vocal strength and endurance, making it an asset for anyone who uses their voice professionally. Ultimately, the uvula is a unique and multifaceted structure that contributes to our individuality. Its various roles in speech, swallowing, laughter, and even our inner voice make it more than just a ticklish protrusion. So the next time you say at the doctor's office, remember that your uvula is doing much more than just hanging around. It's a vital part of your anatomy, playing multiple roles that enhance your daily life. Embrace the complexity and importance of your uvula and appreciate the remarkable ways it contributes to your overall well-being. From speech to laughter, from swallowing to self-awareness, the uvula is a small but mighty part of our anatomy, deserving of recognition and appreciation. Let's continue to explore and understand the uvula's many functions and celebrate the intricate design of our bodies. After all, it's the little things like the uvula that make a big difference in our lives. Section 4. The brain's speech symphony. Broca's and Wernicke's areas take the stage. To understand the potential connection between the uvula and our inner voice, we need to delve into the brain's intricate symphony of speech and thought processing. The brain is a marvel of biological engineering, with countless neurons firing in harmony to produce the complex phenomenon we call language. This symphony is orchestrated by various regions of the brain, each contributing its unique role to the overall performance. Two key areas known as Broca's area and Wernicke's area play a crucial role in this intricate dance of language. These regions are like the lead performers in a grand ballet, each with its own specialized function that, when combined, create the seamless experience of speech and comprehension. Located in the frontal lobe, Broca's area is responsible for the production of speech. This area is named after Pierre-Paul Broca, a 19th century French physician who discovered its significance. Broca's area is like the conductor of an orchestra, coordinating the movements of our lips, tongue, and vocal cords to form words and sentences. Without it, our ability to articulate thoughts into spoken words would be severely impaired. It's like the conductor of an orchestra, coordinating the movements of our lips, tongue, and vocal cords to form words and sentences. Imagine an orchestra without a conductor. The musicians might know how to play their instruments, but without guidance, the music would be chaotic and disjointed. Similarly, Broca's area ensures that our speech is fluid and coherent, allowing us to communicate effectively. Wernicke's area, situated in the temporal lobe, is responsible for language comprehension. Named after Karl Wernicke, a German neurologist, this area is crucial for understanding spoken and written language. It's like the audience at a concert, interpreting the meaning of the sounds and words we hear. Without Wernicke's area, we would hear the sounds, but fail to grasp their meaning, much like listening to a foreign language we don't understand. It's like the audience at a concert, interpreting the meaning of the sounds and words we hear. Just as an audience listens intently to a symphony, discerning the nuances and emotions conveyed by the music, Wernicke's area deciphers the complex signals of language, allowing us to understand and respond appropriately. This comprehension is not just about recognizing words, but also about grasping the context, tone, and subtleties of communication. These two areas work in concert, allowing us to communicate our thoughts and understand the thoughts of others. The interaction between Broca's and Wernicke's areas is a beautiful example of the brain's interconnectedness. Neural pathways link these regions, enabling a seamless flow of information. When we speak, Broca's area sends signals to Wernicke's area, ensuring that what we say makes sense. Conversely, when we listen, Wernicke's area processes the information and sends feedback to Broca's area, helping us formulate appropriate responses. But where does the uvula fit into this elaborate neurological orchestra? The uvula, a small, fleshy extension at the back of the throat, plays a surprisingly significant role in speech. It helps in the articulation of certain sounds and contributes to the resonance of our voice. While it may not be a central player like Broca's or Wernicke's areas, the uvula adds a unique touch to our vocal performance, much like a soloist in an orchestra. Understanding its function can provide deeper insights into the complexities of human speech and the brain's remarkable capabilities. Section 5. The uvula and speech friend not foe. While the uvula's primary role in speech is to prevent nasal airflow, some researchers believe it may have a more nuanced function in shaping the sounds we produce. By adjusting its position, the uvula could potentially influence the resonance and timbre of our voice, adding subtle variations to our speech. Imagine a violinist subtly adjusting the pressure on the strings to create different tones and harmonies. Similarly, the uvula's movements could contribute to the unique characteristics of each individual's voice. However, it's important to note that the uvula's role in speech production is still not fully understood by scientists. More research is needed to determine the extent of its influence and whether it plays a role in the production of our inner voice. Now let's explore the fascinating phenomenon of inner speech and the theories surrounding its mysterious origin.